Hi Gemini, this is your romance or relationship reading for December 2017. I'm doing Gemini first because that was the one that had the most requests to get started with. So I'm not sure how this is going to work for singles, right? So what I maybe do is do this to cover people already in a relationship, or married, or just cohabiting with someone, and maybe pull a few cards for those that are maybe looking to get into a relationship. And I'm hoping to maybe do a twin flame reading maybe at the end of the month. Anyway, let's get started, Gemini. Your first card is your kind of attraction to this person. Oh, and by the way, I'm using Rider-Waite for the main cards, and I've pulled a couple of the Dorian Virtue Romance Angel deck. They're quite good for like kind of romance style of spreads. Anyway, the first card we have is the King of Swords, and the King of Swords could be yourself, because it's he's an air sign, so it could be Gemini, Libra or Aquarius, or it could be the partner. It could just be someone who has that air quality about them. And the attraction with this person is that they are very witty, they're smart, they can be very attractive people, and they are certainly, they've got plenty of conversation. A lot of the times they've got a great imagination, and I think that's what the attraction is here. They can also be very passionate. That could just male or female. The second card that you have is your connection to them, your mental connection to them. Now, with this being the Four of Pentacles, I think in this relationship, one of you, or maybe both, are putting huge strains on the relationship. One is hanging on far too much, maybe being quite clingy with a partner. I don't know if that's yourselves, Gemini, or the partner, the male or female, depending who's listening to this. Okay, so I would say with this card is that don't hang on too tightly, because you can push this partner away. You need to give them space. With them being having these kind of elements of air, they're maybe needing space. Air needs to be able to flow and come and go, and maybe hanging on too tightly to them maybe could cause problems. The emotional and the shared dreams that you have, well, here we go. You've got the Five of Staves, the Five of Pentacles. You might not be on the same page at the moment regarding what it is he's wanting out of this relationship, because it looks like there's a lot of could be inner turmoil, could be arguments, could be squabbling, and this could have to do with one feeling that they're being tied down, that they could be getting held down in some way. They maybe want to do go out and about, and through maybe fears for the past, you're maybe hanging on to them too tightly. So I would say with this card is, there has been a rocky patch in this relationship, but that's not to say that, I mean, most relationships go through rocky patches. That's supposed to say that there's anything wrong with that. That seems to be quite normal, isn't it? And the potential for this relationship for the future is, let me have a wee look, let me see. Oh, well, there you go. That is the Eight of Pentacles. And I would say you've got to really work in this relationship. Both parties have got to really work hard to keep this relationship going. It would seem looking at this card, you want to, you've not thrown in the towel. This would make you think that you've just had enough and just, oh goodness, I want to walk away for this. But this being how the relationship will probably be, is that you'll work hard on it, and it should be fine. But it will, as I said, it will take a lot of work. And this could be going through into December on into 2018. The two romance cards we have at the side, the Dorian Virtue ones, is, let me have a look. Oops. oh, there we go. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So there you go. Just like this card up here had said, you've got to work at it. It's, you know, I would say this is what it's saying. Don't give up on it. Really work hard, both parties. And the wedding card here, I don't know if it just means that you're going to get married. This could be what all the conflict's about. Or this person is marriage material and they are just as keen on this relationship and just as serious about this relationship as what you are. Okay, because this situation involves marriage, that's what it says. So it looks like it says it involves marriage. I'm not sure if maybe the person as well could be, they could already be married. You know, this could be what this conflict is. This could be what this conflict is here. But I hope that was helpful for you, Gemini. I do think the relationship has got potential. I don't see any problems with it doesn't seem to be anybody's divorcing or splitting up. It's like you need to work on your relationship. That's what this reading's saying. So I hope that's for the couples. I'm going to draw a couple of cards for the singles, the single Geminis, because I think you always kind of get left out, don't you? Let me see when it comes to the romance. Alright, so let me have a look. What kind of partner are you looking for? What kind of partner and what kind of relationship are you looking for? Let me have a look. What kind of partner is Gemini looking for? What kind of partner is Gemini looking for? Let's have a look. Let me see. Oh goodness. Oh, looking at these cards, I think the single Geminis have no long come out of a really rocky, or maybe not for a long time, has come out of a very rocky relationship. You can see the waters here, you're moving away from it. It's as if you had to take yourself out of a situation with a partner, whether it be a marriage or just cohabiting with someone. You had to take yourself out of it and you're moving away from that dark energy. The High Priestess in reverse. Now I always think of like churches, and the High Priestess basically represents like the kind of religious spiritual part is in reverse. It could be that just at the moment you're just so put off with things like marriage. It's just, you just don't maybe believe in it the now. I'm not saying you're always going to feel that way, but it's almost like you've had that. The marriage was just, you've wanted out it. So you're maybe quite happy to be single at the moment. And with the Four of Cups in reverse, that always looks like somebody who's totally fed up and bored, right? Really quite depressed about it, but it's in reverse. So it's like, do you know what? I'm quite happy on my own. I like my own company. I don't need anybody to make me feel fulfilled. I'm quite able to pass my own time, you know, my time, my energy. I'm on my own. I like my own space. So Gemini, single Geminis might be quite happy with single Geminis. Not that you're not looking for anybody, but you're not looking that hard. You're like, no, if it happens, it happens. And the kind of the potential for finding is, well, you've got the Seven of Staves in reverse. And I think the Seven of Staves in reverse, you are just, you've maybe had up your barricades before against folk. You've been hurt and you've not wanted to get involved, but with being in reverse, these are coming down and you are softening. For as much as you quite like your own space and you're not that desperate, if the right person is to come along, then yeah, you're quite open for to have a relationship. Okay, now let us see what our Doreen Virtue has to say with her romance cards. Let me see. 2 of these. These are nice with cards. Never too brutal. No, not quite like the tarot can be quite brutal. Let me see. I think you're looking for passion. I think the looks of things. This one up here, you're letting somebody in. You're going to get passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. It looks like somebody is going to come in for you, single Geminis. You opening your heart up and letting other people in and actually being happy with yourself, no being desperate to find somebody. You're going to just invite somebody into your life. And of course you deserve love. Maybe before, when you've had this, you've maybe been in a relationship where you felt beaten down, that now you need to realise that you actually do deserve to be happy, and you deserve a happy relationship and passion coming into your life. Well, Gemini, I hope you liked that reading, and hope to speak to you later, maybe in December or in January. Give us a thumbs up and give us a share if you like this, and please subscribe. Thanks, Gemini. Speak to you later.